Is it okay to sleep during working hours?
Did you say something?
Hey everyone, welcome back to another Stop Nodding Off in the Office episode. We're the hosts. My name is MJ.
My name is Adam.
And we welcome you to the MJ and Adam Show, where we invite you to be our third friend in this natural English conversation where you can improve your listening and get the feeling for English, because that is something you cannot learn from textbooks.
Yeah.
If you're someone who really wants to learn English in a speaking environment, hey, I do online lessons on our website. Come hang out, talk with me, and I'll support you in every way I can to improve your English conversation. Into the episode, everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about sleeping during working hours. Normally, yes, when you're working, you shouldn't be sleeping because you're not getting any work done. There have been times that I've seen other coworkers, hey, guilty, even myself, where you're getting pretty sleepy during the day. You're sitting down, looking at the computer. It's a hot summer day outside. You hear the me's of the cicada out there. You just finished lunch. You're getting tired.
It's warm.
It's so warm. You're just getting tired. So I have been, guilty of, maybe not, I haven't totally fallen asleep, but I have nodded off here and there, just.
Oh my gosh.
Your eyelids are telling you go to sleep, and they're feeling so heavy, and you're just trying to stay awake, like, oh, I gotta stay awake. But everyone, it's really important to get sleep, and a good amount, efficient sleep, so you have enough energy for the next day.
That's true.
So there are few rules, but before we get into that and explaining what are good ways to nap during working hours, Adam, have you fallen asleep at work?
I have not fallen asleep, just like you in a similar situation. And then I usually kind of wake myself up by going for a walk or buying a coffee or something like that. It's never gotten to the point where I've been nudged awake.
Boss is standing right next to you. You're like,
yeah.
Oh. What do you feel? Because I've heard of a lot of the Googles, the Amazons, having a lot of extra care for their staff, food court where they can go and grab anything, or they have like masseuses that come in, gyms or something, playrooms and stuff to go and kind of refresh yourself. And there even is like napping areas.
I think that it's really good to have. We're not programmed, we're not made to focus on one thing for 8 hours a day. We shouldn't be forced to do some certain task for a long period of time without some sort of break, some time to refresh. Even if we do or we are given like an hour for lunch, sometimes it's not enough. So I feel like those companies are really paying attention to their employees' progress, their performance, and they've figured out that these places doesn't mean that the worker is going to be there all day. They'll definitely use it when they need to change their way of thinking or give them some inspiration. So I think it's necessary.
And then looking at, the culture of Japan, of where we see a lot of the salarymen, office workers who are grinding, working 9 to 5 in their business suits. Like, if you have cool biz or not, necktie or not, the thing that companies have in common, most of these people have in common, is that they're working overtime. Around the world, well known that Japanese people who are working in companies are put to work for long hours. And so the overtime, me and Adam have experienced it. Maybe because, Bucho is still working, so you feel guilty about leaving before Bucho leaves, But you know what? That adds to the problem of not enough sleep. So if you're working overtime, you're going to be tired, going to bed, and then guess what?
You're going to work overtime again. It's a vicious cycle, just losing sleep.
I've heard about one company, everyone. Reddit over on the great people at Soda News 24. They made an article about this company who has created some sort of sleeping locker almost, where you can stand up and sleep. So it seems like in Japan, some businesses, some of the industries are looking and hearing other companies saying it's important for your staff to get sleep so they can perform better. They've came up with this pretty crazy invention where you're sleeping standing up.
The idea of sleeping standing up does not sound comfortable.
So, Adam, if you had the option of using this,
I would try it. Maybe for a nap. Another thing that I'm imagining is pretty closed, like a dark space. If you're someone who's claustrophobic, which is someone who's afraid of closed, small, dark spaces, that might not be a good device for you. And that might be something that I am. So it might be difficult for me to go into this box.
It does seem like it's heading kind of in a good way, that where the industry in Japan is looking at and seeing that, yes, sleep is important, but will this have the kind of opposite effect where because you're getting naps during the day, if it's in this crazy stand-up pod or not, that your zangyo, that overtime will increase? You know, there's laws about how many hours you can work during the working week, but there's plenty of those black kigyo gaishas, you know, companies
gaishas,
who don't listen to any of those.
My worry, concern is that it's going to be used in an opposite effect, because when we were working, the people who were sleeping sometimes would do a lot of zangyo, and they would say, because I was sleeping, I'm doing the zangyo to make up for the work.
The reason was because they were sleeping?
I heard that before. Like, I'm sleeping now, but I'm going to do zangyo, so it's okay. There's another thing that I heard, and I don't know if it's true or not, and that was that if you're sleeping on the job, and this was about Japan, it looks like you're working hard because you're sleeping. And then you work zangyo, and then that makes you look like you're working even harder, so it's forgiven. I could be wrong.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe you have to be corrected on that part. But I did hear somewhere that people who are going like this and taking, like, there's a word for it, taking a nap while working or sleeping while working, is not looked down upon because it's seen that you're working hard.
Working hard. That's why you're so tired.
That's why you got it tired. Yeah.
Well, everyone, to let everyone know, if you are a fan of sleeping during working hours, if you think it's a good thing to help productivity, then the key points, there's a few key points that I have learned. One of them is to have these naps, these power naps, right? Because it gives you power, these power naps before 3 p.m. If you're after 3 p.m., that's going to mess with your sleep cycle afterwards.
Okay.
And that's no bueno, no good. And the other point that you want to be very cautious is of how long you take this nap for. I've heard anything after 30 and 40 minutes is also bad, because your body will go into a deeper state of sleep, will go into a deeper sleep, so that when you wake up, you actually will feel less powerful, have less energy, because your body was just about to sleep. So that golden time, I've heard, is between 15 to 20 minutes. Power nap it before 3 p.m. and then you'll be working like Superman. So give it a try, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about sleeping during working hours? Have you done it? And try to hide it? Let us know. Also, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it, and like the video for more.
We'll see you
on the next step.